Hello, it's great to see you. I am back to decorate this spooky cute flat mail with you. I'm just recapping the last few seconds of part 1. So if you want to know how to make the base and the little cover piece that I'm making here, the little belly band, then do check out the description. I will also try and link it on the screen for you, so it should be in one of the corners. But you will find all of the measurements and the info on how to put it together in part 1. So we are moving on to part 2 now, which is all the fun things. So I pulled out the spooky Halloween kit from Nelly and Clem. I am a designer for them, so I will have all of their links down below for you. I love their kits, and I loved their kits way before I was a designer. I'm absolutely honoured to be on their team. So this kit has a lot of pretty black and white and pink and yellow bits. So I'm just sort of pulling all of those out. I also have the spiderweb die, which you'll be able to see on the right by my scissors. I have cut some iridescent paper using that. That is from AliExpress, I believe. I'll try and find a link if you're interested, but it's quite an old one, that one. I found the word boo. I definitely want to use that witch please hat. I love the little phrase on there. I'm deciding currently that I can't put my cluster together until I've chosen my backing paper or my pretty paper for the belly band. I go for this pink and purple star paper. And then, I don't know if I show you, there you go. On the back, I've used the pink and purple star paper, so I'm going to use the black and white stripe one. So they're opposites. I have stitched all around the edge of that one. I don't actually add the black and white paper on camera, but I need to remember to go back and add that on. Using a double-sided tape for this. And I've still got pink thread in my sewing machine, so I believe, I'll check when I flip it over. I never use the same colour bobbin. I know that's bad, I know you should. But I tend to use whatever's in there. And I just changed the top thread. So yeah, I've got some pink thread on the top there, and I've just gone around that roughly a couple of times. Adding that on, fussing with the folio behind it, or the, what would you call that, flip book? I'm sure I thought of a name for it, now I can't remember. I really want to use this bow, and I'm trying to find something to sort of anchor it onto that piece there. So the belly band, if you haven't seen part 1, just slides off. So I need to make sure that everything on this cluster is adhered just to that strip in the centre there, unless it's going to stay on the front when I pull that off. I go for a couple of these pretty labels, so I grab the pink and the purple one, staple them together, stick these boo letters together to make the word, and I decide that I'm going to pop those onto predominantly the purple label. And to make sure they don't all fall apart, I'm putting some scrap paper on the back there, make sure they all stay together nicely. I add the labels on with normal tape, I believe, yeah, double-sided tape. And then I put the boo up on foam tape. I haven't staggered the labels like that before, but I actually really like how it looks. And they're just held together with a little tiny attacher staple. I want the witch please as if it's on top of one of the letters, like one of the letters is wearing the hat. So I choose that O at the end there. I do try it in a couple of other places, but I really love it there. And now I'm trying to add this cobweb, which I've forgotten about. I know I wanted it on there and I've forgotten to add it, so I'm just pulling up the bits that I've already got there and tucking it underneath on that left hand side. I've also cut it in half. I like to do this because I want to use it in 2 spots. And rather than cutting out 2 and having half of it hidden behind anyway, I've just cut that one in half so I can use it in the 2 spots. And it ends up going there just above the word. And I use my Barely Arts glue to attach that down. This really is the best one for precision. The little fine tip is perfect for this. Cutting my foam tape. A little tip, if you cut foam tape a lot, cut it while it's on the backing. That makes a huge difference. Even if I use like the roll of foam tape, I will stick it to some leftover backing from the foam squares and then cut it, and it doesn't gum up your scissors quite as bad. So that's a tip if you're using a lot of smaller pieces of foam tape. Those gems that you just saw me use, they come in strips. They're not individual gems. So I'm trying to use them up because they've been left in my stash for that reason. I've got a lot that come off individually. So I'm trying to use those ones up, and I decided to try and use them as smaller strips. So I've cut those 2 strips of 3 and I've added one at the top and one on the pink label. This little ghost just had to go on the layout. I did look at the pink skull, but I just needed that little ghost. I mean, how adorable is he? And the way he's adhered, he's actually stuck onto the back of the belly band. So he still moves. You'll see at the end, I'm pretty sure I slide it off to show you. He still moves with the whole thing, but he's sort of peeking out from behind. Now to anchor it onto the rest of the book, to sort of bring it all together, I want to pop some stars onto the flat mail itself. So I'm just pulling out all of the stars, and then I choose 3 for each corner, 3 for the top and 3 for the bottom. So top left, bottom right. I'm trying to choose my third one. I fuss with these a little bit. I quite like that pink one sort of half poking out from under the flap. So I do end up going with that. This orange one, I didn't want the whole star. So I mess with that for a bit, and then I decide to cut the orange one so that it looks like it's coming off of the edge of the page. And I just attach these down with some wet glue. All 3 of those in each cluster. These are one of those things that you need to just stick down. I messed with them for ages, and then when I stuck them down in the end, you'll probably see they don't even go back exactly where they were. Spend ages finding the perfect spot, and then I just stick them down. Should have just done that in the first place. So yeah, that's your sign to just stick things down and move on. These gems are just loose gems that I was sent in a happy mail, and the sender, so what would you call, I've lost the word. Well, the lovely friend that sent them to me suggested that I could use them with glue in place of like enamel dots, and I just found them the other day again with a little note attached. So I'm giving that a go, and I absolutely love them. So I've got a pink and a purple one in each cluster. Then I've cut apart some more of those little strip ones, some of the clear ones, and added a bunch of those. And then I'm trying to slide this off to show you, but I don't want to move any of the stars because they're still wet. But I assure you, now that it's dry, it slides off nice and easy, and you can open up the flat mail. And then it looks like this when the belly band's taken off. So it's still got a little bit of sparkle on there, a little bit of a design. Like I said, I will have part 1 linked down below, and I will have the kit from Nelly and Clem linked down below for you as well. And I will be back again to craft with you very soon. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, click the notification bell, and it will pop up when I'm back with more crafty videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!